How's it going? Today we're going to be playing Coup. This happens to be the Kickstarter edition, so we have the alternate art cards and the Inquisitor as well. Just a quick overview of the game. It's a bluffing, deceit strategy, I guess. Plays really quick, but it's really fun. Basically you have 6 different roles. You only use 5 of them at a time. Gameplay is based around coins, gathering coins, spending coins, and then using the various abilities of these characters. Real quick, we'll go over the abilities. So the Duke can choose to take 3 coins, and he also blocks foreign aid, which is taking 2 coins. Let's rewind that. Let's go over the very basic abilities. Each turn you can choose basically one of 4 actions. Income, which is to take 1 coin. Foreign aid, which is to take 2 coins. Or a coup, in which if you have 7 coins, at least 7 coins, you can pay 7 to cause a player to lose influence. At the beginning of the game, you're dealt 2 cards. This is considered your influence. When you lose an influence, you turn it face up, everyone knows that card is out of the pool, and you're also basically down to 1 life for 1 influence. When both your influence is turned over, I'm going to have to redeal those. Then you're out of the game. It's okay, it plays very quickly, so you can get multiple games in. Don't feel bad if you're taken out early. Alright, so those are your basic actions, then it comes down to your player actions. So the Duke can take 3 coins. It's called Tax is the action name. And he can block foreign aid, which is taking 2 coins. So if another player is trying to take 2 coins, the Duke can stop that. Assassin. the Assassin, if you have 3 coins, you can pay 3 coins and attempt to assassinate someone, in which they would lose an influence. The Ambassador lets you exchange your cards with the unknown pool, basically. You have a choice of doing so, or you can switch it back to the same one. It's good for playing mind games, or if you really feel like you have weak characters, you can switch out for different abilities. The Captain can steal 2 coins from another player. So let's say if Jared has 3 coins, I can steal 2 of them. Now, other captains can prevent stealing, so he may say, oh, I'm going to stop that. And finally, the Contessa. The Contessa can prevent assassination, so if someone's going to, if I was going to say assassinate Jared, he could say, I'm Contessa, I'm going to stop you. So those are the basics. Now what makes this game interesting is that you can lie about which roles you have at all times. So I may take 3 because the Duke can take 3, but I might not actually have the Duke card. At any point, any player may challenge any action you make, as long as it's not one of your 3 basic actions. So if I were to take 3 claiming I'm the Duke, David could challenge me, in which case, if I showed I had the Duke card, he would have to lose an influence. But if I didn't have it, like for instance, I could show the Ambassador and I would lose that influence. When you do show the correct one, so let's say I did have the Duke card, you shuffle it back into the pool and draw another one, so you're not at a disadvantage, and so that the rest of the players know you have a certain card. Now the final 2 roles here, they're kind of extras, and they take place of the Ambassador. They are the Inquisitor. The Inquisitor, he can exchange cards with a deck like the Ambassador does, or he can force another player to exchange, or just examine their cards. So Inquisitor, kind of a mini expansion, expands the role of the Ambassador a little more and can make it a little more strategic. But for the purpose of this video, we're just going to use the Ambassador and the base deck of Coup.
While this isn't like a brand new released Kickstarter, the reason we wanted to play it is because it is one of the favorites of our gaming group. And if you haven't seen it before, it's definitely worth trying to get yourself a copy of, because it's an easy one to kind of just fill, you know, a 20-minute, 30-minute time gap in your gaming group.
Yeah, it should really only take like about 15 minutes to play, and it plays up to 6 people, which is a nice round number. Super quick setup and fast gameplay.
Yep.
Should've looked. You wanna go first?
I'll go first. I will take 2.
I'll walk out.
So Dave is blocking my 4 and 8.
I will take 3.
I will steal. Sorry, I don't know. I will steal 2.
I will walk out.
Dave's being a bully.
I will take 1. No one can ever block just a straight income, so it's the only safe play, really.
I will steal.
Dave's got a big advantage with 4 coin at this point.
I'm an ambassador. Looked up to 2, right?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I don't even know what to do. I'll take 1. Dave's gonna steal it. Even though he could get 3 of his own.
I'll take 3.
So Dave now has enough for a coup the next round. Very strong hand, but then he can come up under attack.
Sure.
Take 1.
I'll take 2.
It's also worth noting, if you have 10 or more coins, you have to launch a coup.
So holding on, it's beneficial sometimes to hold on to 7, because you don't want to make enemies. Basically, making someone lose their influence makes you an instant enemy. So
Not a
Dave.
warning at all. We'll steal 2. Does anyone else have a cap?
I will block that. Take 3.
I'll take 2.
Should just call you Captain Duke.
I launch a coup against you.
Do I show it, or do I just bury it?
You face up it.
Yeah,
I face up.
Yeah. Three.
Two.
Yeah, let me do that.
I don't know. Will you let me steal from him? That's the question.
Sure.
Still 2.
So I'm at 7. I'll take 1.
assassinate Dave. So Dave did have the captain. He was not lying.
Victory.
So he's still saying he's the Duke.
I think it's safe. He hasn't deviated. Jared's an assassin. I think I have upper hand.
You do.
It's a good challenge, doesn't it? It makes sense. Doesn't it always make sense to challenge the first assassination?
Pretty much, because you make him lose it.
Yeah.
You get the assassin out of the game, basically.
But I can take you out. I mean, keep up in 3, because the most he can do.
Unless he actually has an assassin. He's playing the Duke. Which would be smart.
I don't think you set up for it. For the whole game. I still have to kill you, I think, first. Should I just take him from Zeta? No, because he could assassin. Oh,
If it's good.
yeah.
Yep. I'll take that.
I got it.
He's got more coin. You gotta take him out.
You're right.
Because I can't.
Dump yours. But, okay, hold on.
You take him out, you're still gonna have 2 cards to 1 to me, and I can't assassinate you in time.
3. I think
Just-
you might.
No, it's not possible.
No?
No. Because you can just steal from me. If I can't.
That's right. Okay. Yep. Dave. Two. Dave.
Oh, he did have the assassin. Oh, snap.
Pretty good, Dave. It's on you, Jared.
Take 1. You're gonna steal 2. I take 1. See, for me not bluffing in the beginning, I kind of screwed myself. Because the Contessa is great if someone has an assassin and tries to assassinate you. Otherwise, she's pretty much worthless. And Jay's got 7, so that's game. Yep. You had the Captain Duke
He
combo.
didn't at the beginning.
Oh, or maybe
I
you
mean,
did.
I did.
We don't
No,
know if
I-
it's actually the Inquisitor.
So, I did switch my ambassador out.
Yes, dude.
With Dave with so much power, I wanted to. The Duke basically gave me the ability to catch up by taking 3 every turn. And to knock someone out if they challenged me, so.
That's, I mean, there's a real combo. That's pretty powerful, as it turns out.
It gives you a nice coin advantage if nothing else. You want to play another round?
Yeah, I'll play another round. You got 1 facing now.
Wants to go first this time. Me? Ambassador.
I'll block that. Or challenge that.
You challenge it?
Yeah, I'm gonna challenge that.
In your face!
Like what? Like what are the odds? Like, come on, I should be able to block that.
Just for you people who love odds, there's 15 cards total, 3 of each copy. So I get to draw 1.
I will take 3.
I will steal 2.
We play this game too much.
Ambassador? Challenges day?
No.
Come on, Jared.
No, I think you kept it.
Yeah.
No, I shuffled it back in.
You didn't have to though.
Because I revealed it.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, go ahead.
Oops. I will take 3. And then steal 2 from there.
Thank you.
So Jared is the Duke. Listen, Dave, let's just.
I'll block that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Really?
Come on.
Maybe just that one time.
I'll take 3. Now I have 3.
I'll take 2.
That's the oddest way of taking.
Yeah.
Don't even take.
Ambassador. Yeah, like the best worst call ever.
I'm
probably.
gonna challenge it.
Oh.
He's got the heavy advantage.
It does.
So bad.
I will coup you, Dave.
You have to.
Yeah,
It is
I have
not
to.
It's not worth.
Now who do you coup? He's got 3. I only got 2.
An ambassador. That's great. Each one of us started with one. An ambassador.
Yeah. I'm gonna coup you.
Assassinate Dale.
Oh! So you both. So.
He blocks it.
But Dave gets a new card then. Or
He didn't.
You didn't need to reveal it.
Okay.
Well, now it's the. Now Dave's got it.
Yeah, you
Because you can get to 7 before Jay can. So now it's just a
Yeah.
resource. 1, 1, 1, 1.
Me too.
Well, I guess we don't know that Jay is an assassin.
That's true. I assume he would be an assassin.
So it's on you.
Yeah, I took 2.
do.
Yeah, the only way would be if you were a
I think it's too late in the game to bluff.
Probably.
But I'd have to call it.
Yeah, anything you do, you'd have to
Yeah,
call.
so
Dave's
Dave's
got
got
it.
Is that what you picked off? I figured.
I had two.
I mean, it's a good late game.
I pulled 2 contestas.
See, I didn't actually, so when you called me on mine, I didn't go through with the action.
I knew you didn't. I knew you kept.
All I did was, no. All I shuffled it in, I drew a new one.
And you just drew a second one?
I drew this one. That's why I felt good odds.
Right.
Oh my gosh,
That's
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that's Coup. Quick,
Yeah.
once you get playing it a bunch of times, you kind of learn kind of exactly the mathematical odds. Like, with 3 people, it's tough because kind of once the first move's made, you can kind of see all the rest of them out.
Yeah, and a lot of times it'll end up that way where one action basically dictates, you know, how the rest of the game is going to play out. Part of that is just playing enough times. One thing I know that newer players have a more difficult time with is bluffing. They basically will just stick to what they're playing with. So I would recommend new players, if you're going to bluff,
You
do
gotta
it
go all
early.
the way in,
Yeah,
yeah.
basically. Do it early and stick with it. Don't deviate, because the more like mind games you try to play that way, it kind of just, you know, shows your tell, basically.
I mean, it's like choose 2 personas that you think will help you out early on. Like, so if you choose the Duke, even if you don't have them, if you chose the Duke and the Captain, it's a good way to get money early. And if somebody wants to assassinate you and you really have a Contessa, that's a good strategy. So it'll keep you safe, it'll give you money, be able to do some coups, you know. So
Early Ambassador is also a pretty good move, just because it lets you filter.
It's not really worth calling it.
And especially if you're playing with many people, if you're playing with 6 people, you only have a 3-card pool. You get to look at 2 of them, and I guess it gives you pretty good odds in terms of
What's actually out there.
And if someone exchanges other cards from here, it gets you more information. So, Contessa is stronger late game, because people generally try to hold on to assassins. So, and that's the only way to stop them.
Alright, thanks for watching.